Now you've had plenty of time to reflect over the result against Old Elthamians on Saturday. Would you agree that it was probably the team's strongest performance under you so far?
Yeah, I think we're definitely starting to see some improvements and some good transfer from what we're doing in training. And like I said, after the game, I think the most pleasing thing is that their willingness to work for one another and how they fought together to really force the result.
Yeah, it's a really good performance. I think it showed how hard we're willing to work for each other. And it was probably, as you say, one of the closest to a full 80 minutes performance we've had so far. Still had the obvious little, let them get 7 points ahead, make it a bit harder for ourselves, don't like it easy. So yeah, I think we went really well. We showed all the things we've been working on in training, are starting to come out in games. Nice to get a couple of more tries as well. That used to be quite a big weapon of ours, so it's nice that that's firing again. And I think it was a really big defensive to play against a team that are known for scoring a lot of points. To only concede the one try at the start of the game, I think, was massive.
Now, looking forward, we have Canterbury on the weekend. They're away. Now, they sit at the foot of the table with only 9 points currently. I'm sure a lot of fans will probably already have the points on the board, but how will you ensure that there's no complacency in your side?
I think while from the weekend there were definitely lots of different positives coming out, we also saw some areas that we need to work on as well. So in terms of kind of keeping our foot on the pedal, as it were, our own kind of like our internal process and how we're doing things and the improvements we need to make as a team are the big drivers for us at the moment. And the players seem very determined this week to make sure we make those improvements. So I think hopefully that will ensure a good performance because of their process-driven approach.
Yeah, there's obviously no easy games in this league. It's tough, and I think they've shown. I think they beat Cinderford at home, so it proves that anybody can beat anyone. We're certainly not complacent. We've upped our training again this week. Boys are working really hard, despite training in a swimming pool. That's our pitch at the moment. But yeah, certainly not complacent. We know it's going to be a tough place to go. It's a long journey, but I think we're going there confident off the back of last week's performance. And if we play like we know we can and play like we did last week, then hopefully the result will take care of itself.
Now, Scott Makepeace has been put into the starting side for the game against Canterbury. He came on later on in the game against Old Elthamians. What does he bring to the side?
I think since Scott's return back, he's trained really well. Yeah, he's certainly really combative, competitive character, and it's a quality that, like we said, was evident at the weekend. And he's certainly been doing that for the last couple of weeks in training, and hopefully he'll be bringing that this weekend.
Now, James Scaysbrook has been the head coach since mid-December, and now it's been 6 weeks so since he's been put into the role. Talk to us about how you think the team has changed over that time. Talk to us about sort of how he's imposed his methods on the side.
Yeah, obviously it takes a bit of time for anyone when they're new in to sort of like have an effect. I think that's starting to show now in games. One thing that's for certain is he's not going to call training off no matter what the weather, no matter what the conditions. So I think the boys have got their heads around that. But no, as I say, he's had a really good impact. I think it helps having the old head and experience of Gareth down with us as well, Gareth Steenson. But yeah, boys know when we're coming into training, we're going to be working hard. All of that's setting us up well for the game. So yeah, as I say, it took a bit of a time to change and get used to the way that Skays likes things done. But as ever, all the boys have bought in really, really well. And I think now we are starting to see the benefits of those changes and the things that we've been doing in training happening in games, particularly, as I say, like an 80-minute performance where we're in games right at the end. We feel like we're in a good place physically. So yeah, it's going really well so far.